I think what we could call the ancient masters, and there's plenty of masters available, I would say, today in the world. Probably they just haven't had the publicity of having religious books written about them. But what we could call the ancient spiritual masters, people like Christ and Buddha, what they offered was a solution to world problems 2,500 years ago. But their solution was quite revolutionary, because it wasn't necessarily a solution that was initially based on action or something that we were meant to be doing in the world. I'm sure, of course, in Christianity, maybe more so than Buddhism, there is an invitation to act and to serve and to love. But the solution at the deepest level was a solution of love and a solution of peace and a solution of understanding the truth, the essence of the universe. And really they were seeing that world problems can be solved from that place. Because in essence, there is no world out there. The root of the world is someone had a thought about something, probably based on an emotion that they were feeling. And then that thought, that feeling, that thought became an action, and that action became something happening in the world, whether that be a war, whether that be starting a charity, whether that was being cruel to someone or being kind to someone. The roots of all action, if we're looking at from the spiritual lens, it comes from how we feel, and it comes from our state of consciousness. And so even if we look at our own lives, the lives we create for ourselves, they have their roots in something. So if we bring this into practice, we might practice yoga or meditation, but if the roots of that practice is we starting off with the idea that I'm not good enough, or anxiety is there, or I need to become like some yogi or some, mystic or someone or another, then the roots of that action, that practice, that yoga, that meditation, may just reinforce our sense of unworthiness. And if we have a sense of unworthiness, then the way that we'll build our life, the thoughts about the capabilities that we have, the possibility of creation, of creating some kind of life for ourselves, is based in stress and unworthiness. So even if we go about doing some kind of what you could call a dharmic or righteous action, it still is kind of infused with that type of consciousness, that type of understanding. So really, the essence is saying that if whatever action we do isn't sponsored by peace, love, harmony, even though it might on the outside look the right thing to do, it could lead, or probably will lead, to more suffering in the world. And the Bhagavad Gita talks about that quite a lot, and it criticizes people, actually criticizes, which is something to think about, people who just give but don't give from a place of wisdom. And so it says there's different types of giving. There's a type of giving that rises from a place of peace and wisdom and insight that can create more happiness and peace in the world. Then there's a type of giving that might come from guilt or shame, which might create more problems in the world, because that type of giving for example, may create dependency, or may create within us, we give to someone, and then there's a secret thing of, well, where's mine? Where's mine? Give me something back. So we can see we're quite a complex organism. So this is why we're asked on the spiritual path first to look at our motivation. Is what we're doing, helping someone, doing yoga, meditating, is that coming from a genuine place of love and peace and compassion? And then it's said to be in the yogic system a sense of sattvic, sattva, a rising from goodness. And then it's not caught in that animosity, the underlying animosity, fear and anger.